to Cheap Joe's Art Stuff. My name is Julie and I'm here to impart some knowledge to you today via a 2-minute art tip. And today's tip, I want to show you a little handy effect for creating some drama and visual interest in your watercolor washes using good old salt. I've just got a piece of 140-pound Kilimanjaro. The interesting thing about this is that basically what you're doing is we're going to lay in a really wet wash, and I'm going to, slop some really heavy color in here. Because salt absorbs moisture, the salt actually, when you sprinkle it into this wet wash, will actually absorb water. It'll absorb some of the pigment and stuff like this, and it'll create little visual sparks, like little sparkles and stuff. So they look like rain. They sometimes will look like snowflakes. The wetter the wash, the more dynamic the effect, because it's got more, stuff for the salt to soak up. These are beautiful effects. I've known people to use this a lot in their watercolor, and it's really interesting because most viewers don't know that that's the effect that they're looking at. It creates lots of visual interest and texture. It is very simple, and you look like a masterful genius. And don't we all want a little bit of that? That would be nice. So we've got some, I'll punch up this color a little bit more. We're gonna drop this in here. The interesting thing about this is that all the different kinds of salt makes different shapes. So table salt, iodized salt, kosher salt, sea salt, pink Himalayan salt, they all look different. We actually had someone submit a video for consideration who this lady had a whole tutorial about every single kind of salt you could think of, which was very interesting if you're into that kind of thing, but a little long. But we're going to condense this down in just a couple of minutes so you can see how much fun this is and what I've got here is just it's just Morton fine ground sea salt that I cook with. So I just put some in a little bag and stuff like this. Well, the way that this works is you're gonna let the salt do its thing. It needs to absorb the water and the color, and you're gonna set it aside and let it completely dry all the way through, and then we'll come back and brush it off and you'll get to see all the cool effects that it makes. So we'll be right back. All right, so now we've had a little bit of time for the wash and the salt to kind of do their thing. As you can see, it's got some really dynamic stuff going on here. So what we're going to do is just kind of carefully brush the salt off. Here. Got a good bit on there. So take this off. But you can see here we got some really great, variances in the color. We've got some kind of sparkly shapes. We've got some almost kind of vegetation shapes going on up here, almost look a little bit like flowers or leaves and stuff like this. So there is a lot going on with this salt and a very simple wash. So if you haven't tried using salt with your watercolor, you should definitely give it a shot. There's some really fabulous and beautiful effects that you can get from it, and we're sure that you will enjoy.